quick update on what I did today. So I really didn't have much time today. I was working all day and had some meetings, etc. So I really only had about 20 minutes, half an hour. Um, so what I did today was I actually found an old branch or a previous branch that I was working on and merged it into the current branch that I'm working on. So I've just created a new ticket, um, which is to redesign I guess, write a new smart contract to interact with my app. So there's quite a few issues. The smart contract that I have is very basic. If we take a look, um, it defines some basic metadata for each animal, and it's kind of got an event struct which takes in the string. I talked about this in the first video, but it takes a data URI string which represents an IPFS CID, and essentially it just when you mint a new token, it just creates an object, NFT object, and essentially mints it. But there's a lot to work on when it comes to this. This is really like a very rudimentary smart contract, and so I want to focus on this part. I want to really develop a smart contract or a set of smart contracts that can actually be used in production, I guess. So this is going to be a huge portion of the improvements that are going to be made to the app. And so yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for me to improve my skills in Solidity, as well as just being able to actually put something together that makes sense. So this is what I'm going to be working on for the next however many days and weeks. So yeah, all I really did was I had made some attempts to develop some new smart contracts, and so I've just brought them into the current branch, and so I'll be taking a look and I'll be re-evaluating what it is that I want to do. I think this contract, yeah, it says here it allows users to determine the origin of products. So I went down the route of kind of abstracting meat products when it comes to the smart contract, and I decided to just have just to track products. It could be any type of product, I guess. And so this is what I started to do. The idea is that you have producers, and producers are added and their details are stored on the blockchain. So this will be things people like farmers. In my initial app idea, and then they are certified by the admin of the project, and then once certified they can add projects to the blockchain. Only key data points are needed. The product is simply represented through its ID, which can be gathered via its physical barcode. Right, so the idea is to have a smart contract and a system in general that can actually be interoperable with current systems. So if you go to any farm in the UK, in America, I'm pretty sure most animals, or each animal, will have some form of identification number, whether it's through an RFID chip, or whether it's a barcode, or whether it's just a physical number. Sometimes you see them like not painted, marked on the actual animal itself. So yeah, with this contract, I guess it was about making it gas efficient and kind of minimizing the data stored on chain. So yeah, I haven't really looked at this properly. I need to go back and have a look and see exactly what it is that I was doing and kind of where my headspace was at. But this is what I'll be working on over the next, like I said, few weeks or however long it takes. I've got a tracking a tracking smart contract as well, which is all about tracking the product. So it's quite a cool idea. I guess the idea is when you want to send a product to the next person in the supply chain, you set certain contract parameters. So, for example, there are certain things that both parties need to agree on. For example, the the time it's going to take, right? The price, etc. Once that is agreed to, only then is the shipment sent, kind of in real life, and that also that real life sending of the shipment will also kind of be at the same time. Sorry, I forgot the words that were coming out there, but it will come at the same time as the smart contract. And so once the shipment arrives at the new location, the recipient of the shipment can basically do a check to make sure that all those contract parameters were met. So the shipment arrived in time. There's no damaged goods. The batch or the quantity is exactly the same. They haven't lost any in transit. Once that's done, they approve it, and then the smart contract executes such that the product is then transferred. The ownership of the product is then transferred to the recipient. So there's this kind of idea of having contracts in place. Once things are met, then the new recipient has ownership of the goods. So this is something that I can definitely implement. Again, I'll need to take a look, go back to the drawing board and kind of figure out what it is that I want to do, what makes sense in this particular project. So yeah, that's just a quick update on where I'm at and what I'm going to do going forward. So I guess I will speak to you tomorrow and see you next time.